Sasa shida huko juu tuta communicate aje? Yuko flow itapandaje huko? Umechukua? Chaje kamera.
Mama hapo kupigwa na jua. Imagine basi uko ndani unacheza. Unacheza na kitu. Ninaenda kuona.
Mbona unaona ile kitu prime?
Naona watu wako tu moja.
Unaenda live.
Ulisikia kabisa hai.
Unaenda live. Na link sijaona. Hizo mahai primary zile.
Amejaa ngoma.
Sasa inabidi ite kabisa beti.
Zile exit kuna kasi
ndio hii.
High school ni ile high school primary zile. Sika vile.
Click on the live wa
primary. Siana kwa
baadhi ingekuwa na nini watu wengi mbele. Fanya tu vizuri kwenda kinge kwa na watu wengi mbele. Ndio hii the first thing ama kwa live toka na kitu. Pea umbrella. Sasa hivi kama mshafu mpaka mwili rehab kidogo.
Wana ule wa shati.
Na bado sasa kwanza bana walifanya
wapi?
Huyu Siano hapa kwa hii line.
Oh! Siano!
Pose aki awangu anapigwa na kinyonyi
Tusimame hapo kwa side.
sini kama 2 days this day ni sababu tunaenda kucheza hapa hapa kwa ndogo hili wewe
matenge dabi.
Amuko ni shoni dabi.
Ati mlikomboa na mnishoni dabi. Mama kweka ulochi juu. Hapa hizi stream lakini bele hapa hata wasiwani.
Sasa tunata hiyo aerial view.
Sasa Western wanataka wafungue kuoko waonyeshe watu watao. Ndio tunajua kucheza hiki. Na sina ukweli. Unajua Western ni kuoko. Western hakunanga ati kupasi, unapasa unapasia naye.
Sema route 11.
Route 11. Tunacheza huko, si tunajua. Mmoja utaona. Kwa inafunguliwa. Lakini bega mmoja pia.
Sema bega ukiingia nyasi kidogo itasumbua.
Ni mbaya. Sima ndio wali
Cheki sauti. Mic check, mic check. Leo na nini kama msanii. Mic check, mic check.
wanaona namba 3 wao.
Mic check. If you're just joining us, this is the quarterfinal stage of the KRU nationwide. Teams getting ready. Teams getting ready for this big match. Eldo Poly community will be taking on Sigalagala. So that is the match that will be live starting 3 p.m. for now. Teams are doing the warm-ups. The teams are doing warm-up, and once they are ready, we will be giving you the action. For now, you can take the opportunity to like, subscribe, share this live stream and invite friends to also join this live stream. Live from Eldoret Polytechnic.
Hapo unashinda zile nyumba pana. Nenda simu na wenye hakuna bado. Leo wote wanacheza kwa sasa watu wengi. Ni national. Kenya mzima.
Tulifunga macho kwa sababu tunatupa kwa hizi vitu.
Hiyo. Sasa ni changu. Willy.
Wacha nichukue story.
Willy. Nyama maji.
Niko sawa pia. Si pia mimi nilifanya hivyo juzi. Acha nichukue scotch.
Selection in
Ama kupochi. Unaona kupochi. Abuka. Cheki, unaona bwana. Sina nakwambia. Unajua bwana rais. Acha iko huko. Baba zaidi hapo. Kama kipochi. Kama unako game. Kama kipochi. Kwanza kapi wao. Vile wanacheza line lakini kujua. Ndio.
Bike yangu kutoka penye nimeweka bike yangu imevuta.
Unapanda juu.
Leo ni kama msanii tu.
Panda tu. Kamera hiyo.
Si haina shida wewe utamove vile unataka. Shida yangu ni
Wako na game na
Na hiyo zili ni badi ya chini.
hao kwa hiyo game wako na nini wako na
Ukuma wapi? Acha tuone kama kunaenda. Maji mkubwa na manyumba lakini si wapi. Kuna manyumba kama na kina hizo manyumba ni nani? Kwa manyumba hapo ndio kuoga. Kwa manyumba hii. Kila mtu hapo ndio kuna gao. Mimi ukienda mimi ndio mbamba rugby bwana naogopa lakini kipata mbele yangu. Aujez?
injury break.
Haya sawa, maliza ukuja hapo. Kuja hapa imeandikwa stadium hapa kutoka hapa. Haya sawa.
Hiyo jezi ninatafuta kwa maisha.
Jamani mkubwa wenyewe dada.
Don't need a slide. Okay, tepa. Usende ule. Enda jaribu kumshika ndio unajua ni mkuu. Nene? Nisogee hivi.
Kwa juu. Anatumia hapo, usiona? Anatumia hapo. Anatangazia unaona Juma hivi.
Oh.
Kujampandia.
Siku na mtu akuji. Simple ndio. Amepanda. Sio ndio muulize kwani anaenda kuuza. Ibo ndio anacheza matchball.
Nani na rate nani?
Tulie sema ndio mwa.
Wewe dance. Sasa mnaenda mnaandika vizuri mbele. Toka mbele ya kamera.
Kamera gani? Sio kamera. Kamera gani? Sasa utoke huko kuja hapa mimi nirudi. Kuja kusonga.
Ndogo shwe.
Hakuna mtu anayejiki kucheza na yeye. Jamaa bana anakutengeneza na kujenga space zingine.
Unasema unaongea na mimi?
Kwani kuna wengine mwingine? Eh. Kila kitu na mimi vitu zenye nafanya ni vitu zenye nimeonea hapa. Utaenda kukimbia tu lazima tu. Arusha. Hizi na dori, hizi ni soka mimi. Carlos, unaona kama watu wamelaunch jezi mpya. Ndio nikia wanajajiza na wanajajiza. Wanagunywa.
Jezi imefanana ya umoja.
Jezi na msimu. Unaona jezi basi hata basi kama ile ya Chelsea ile ya kitambo. Ile black and white. Hata nikikuuliza stories hizi kwanza hii unaona counties. Counties unapata mtu na timu ndio anaenda tu timu yenye anataka kutaka. Sasa ukishika mmoja anarejea tu. Ilikuwa dero.
Leo tunataka kuna trail. Ndio mama.
Ilikuwa sijui ni strat.
Anachukua wase.
Timu gani ilikuwa strat?
Hata pia Kisumaresi.
Alikuwa anasema anafaa kwenda Travis Scott last year hiyo. Huyo jamaa amepiga zidogo.
Lakini Dero atachezea kwa wetu leo.
Si already anacheza Kenya.
Kwa ajili ya Kisumaresi, ndio wetu leo.
Mgeni hapo. Peter alikuwa ameenda nini? Alikuwa ameenda internship kwa Sunday. Alikuwa RFC kiasi. Hata ndugu ya Dero Bufa, si hapo ndugu ya Bufa, ndugu ya Dero ni. Nakumbuka yule jamaa mwenye alikuwa anakabianga na sisi. Kwenye alikuja, si ndugu ya Dero, kale kule Tesco mkisini.
Nadia pida ama sio ndio pida. Ule wa Kabianga. Sisi hapo Kisumaresi. Mpaka ule
Mkisi wa Chebisa wa nini? Kabisa. Si alikuwa anakuria, alikuwa kisikisi ya RFC. Hivi ndo nataka wanok tu.
Anako ninaenda kuanguka hapa hivi. Tipu.
Hey, wapi? Hivyo tu.
Anako ninaenda
Sio tu game tu. Hey, game. Yeah. Bana Carlos, kuna penalty nyingine niliweka bana, ningekuwa na guess
nilifuata. Jamaa ilibaki tu kiasi tu hivi.
Ndio tumejaribu kumtafuta tu ni
hayuko huko, hayuko.
Kali rudi shule.
Amekuja kuacha huko anga.
Kienga bado unaona Carlos ingepata huko nyuma yangu, yeye nayo ungekuta. Mimi ni mbuni.
Anako nziko hapa sisi na panga.
Lazima mpunga zikioja. Bana nilipika nilienda kwa mashika. Yeye nayo nilikuwa nimeona tu. Hey,
kwa. Anako zinaenda kuingia hapo.
Noko. Lakini ball
sisi mtazama mpaka
okay. Kile alienda sana sikia. Basi aliniambia anacheza, alienda kucheza Uganda. Kuna timu fulani Uganda ilichukua.
Yaani huyo
kuna ule kulikuwa na dem fulani mwenye alikuja na Pacific ule mmoja.
Mimi arusha kipasua watu.
Nasema arusha mnamoja kile. Ndio kwanza kuzua mtu na mnyuna kigonganga hapa ndani. Ndio bwana. Akija tu akulali. Jamaa anagomia, alikuwa anagomia Jose. Hapa dunia hapa. Kwanza shota side. Wachapo. Hadi ndege tumekuja kupiga. Ile polisi.
Hadi zimekuja kupiga sherehe. Ile nakwambia sasa hivi nataka kupigwa hapa. Kwanza kuna players wawili hapo walikuanga hapo. Kuna goli yetu kwa. Goli yetu I think kina Godio na Steve. Mr. Rojata. Eh. Hapa ni kwa jamaa anafikia sasa.
Kumbe hata anaweza rudi.
Kumbe ninataka kushuka hapo.
Nikai hiyo. Naomba hiyo ile mafuatua.
Jamani washakuza sasa ni washanga pod mwingine hii. Umetoka wacha kutoka kwa huyu jamaa. Alipiga msichana toshana na yule maana kumbreki. Msichana toshana na yeye lakini. Oya, tunazama nguvu. Hii nakwambia bwana. Anaona chapo ile yao. Hawezi ngine huko.
Kini bana.
Kuna venye mnanifinya Angelo Songako. Jeze Songako. Naumia, siwachane tu ito. Najaribu kuprove. Jaribu kuprove out. Hai.
Uligonga chini. Mpaka nikaona black.
Kuna siku nimekuja na Don bwana nikikiki hivi ni mtana. Man. Unashika unapasi. Sasa tulikuwa mimi Mark na Don. Sasa mimi na Mark tuko Don hapo. Sasa nakikia Don akishika na nirudishia. Kishika
jamaa hizi leo. Leo takulipwa yako. Uko umeacha uta.
Kazi iko kwa wingi. Bora kiko zangu niwapatie ndo vizuri. Sige sikie.
Hizo kidogo sasa unaziweka utende kwa.
Sijana ground. Nilipata kuna technique na tu. Tunaona hiyo ni either ashike, apigwe ama anoka. Options zingine.
Nilingana nduru jaka no.
Bana. Wewe imagine Austin unafikiria nishike hii bola mane. So what you know uyanguke. Mimi naweza hizi kubali kupiga.
Imeanza nduru.
Alafu sasa unajua.
Sema butu baba. Hapo moja wapo.
Unasema vitu chama. Mimi ujinga si. Mpaka naongea na
ule jamaa alikuwa polisi hapo.
Chibu. Nakwambia game inaenda kuja. Anasoma Sigalagala.
Alikuwa squad yangu bana.
Alikuwa anaitwa
Kwa rengi.
Referee signals that we have 4 minutes before kickoff. The quarter-final match between Eldo Poly Community and Sigalagala from Kakamega County. Obvious today is that day reserved for the quarter-final matches for the nationwide. Nationwide being the third tier in the country, and this season we have brought you diverse matches on Scrummage Africa TV, school games, Kenya Cup, different competitions. And today we get to bring live to you this nationwide match, which is one of the highly anticipated matches. Number of matches being played today across the country, the nationwide, seeking to get the last 4 sides that will be battling for the remaining 2 slots in the KRU Championship. Obviously, we have matches that kicked off early on. That was the match between Kenya Prisons and Makueni. No, the AP Warriors and Kilifi at JKUAT Juja was the match that kicked off early today. That was at 1 p.m. I'll be giving you the results once I have them on my desk. Other matches kicking off at 3 p.m. is this match, Eldo Poly Community versus Sigalagala, which will be coming live to you on Scrummage Africa TV exactly at 3 p.m. While Kenya Prisons will be taking on Makueni at Prison Staff College in Ruiru at 3 p.m. And Kisii Polytechnic will be taking on Kabrak University at Sameta Grounds in Kisii County. So those are the matches that we have today going on, and one will be live on Scrummage TV. Remember to keep on subscribing, liking and sharing, and invite friends to enjoy these matches. Today you get a chance to watch how the third tier in the Kenyan country is, and the match will be kicking off at 3 p.m. Sigalagala on the left side of your screen, while Eldo Poly Community are on the right side of the screen. I don't know if it will be changing after the toss of coin, but I think it should be done up to this point. Remember to leave a comment subscribe, like and share with friends to also enjoy this one. Teams just getting ready for this match. They battle for the semi-final slot, and later the semi-finalists will be battling for that slot. Quickly to run you through the scores that I have on my desk. Starting with Eldo Poly Community. Who are the hosts here at Eldoret Sports Club, Eldoret Polytechnic, I mean. They have Juvenalis Makori starting as a prop, while Mika Odoyo will be the hooker. Idris Atemba will be the tight head prop, with Regan Ambei and Basil Simiyu starting in the second row. Regan Omondi, Brydon Luyai are the flankers, while Hiken Swangela will be the number 8. Elisha Kiprotich starts at number 9, with Armstrong Milimo starting at 10. We have Eldon Kea on the blindside wing, Vince Ogola in the midfield alongside Ben Masharia. Caston Aresi moving to number 15 after starting in that round of 16 match at fly-half, while Owen Kedera will be starting at number 15. We have John Maingi as the replacement hooker, and then Wiyat Salamba and Alvin Abuto are the replacement props, while Sylvester Dika, Ian Mugo are the covers for the other forward positions. Joseph Losuru, Ian Kiprotich and Elvis Siano complete the 23-man squad for these Eldo Poly community side. For the visitors, we have Ignatius Olunga starting at loose head prop. Shem Opudo, who scored one of the beautiful tries in the round of 16. Starting in the second at hooker, we have Victor Ojalo starting at tight head, with the second row having Sean Moses and Eliakim Odhiambo, Derek Kaluhana, Felix Opondo and Stanley Ocheng at the back row. The halfback positions are unchanged once again, with Alex Tirimba and Benjamin Brill. They have Emmanuel Odinga on the left side wing, Webster Kidaha in the midfield alongside Morris Muleshe. Kasmir Indonyi will be starting on the open side wing or right wing, while Samuel Juma is the fullback. On the bench, they have Stephen Wesa, Brian Mwikali, Eugene Ocheng, Felix Kivati, Brian Otawa, John Makimbenzi, Nixon Shivei, and Arnold Lugunza. Those are the members of the Sigalagala squad. A sunny afternoon here still few verifications being done here before the start off of the match. 3 minutes past 3 already. But the match will be starting anytime from now. And just to remind you to keep subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting, and invite friends to also enjoy this match. I was talking about the weather looking cool at the moment, though it's sunny. Though the weather is sunny, we have a cool breeze, and if this is the same experience that the players will be having, then they'll be able to push beyond limits and push for longer periods. As the weather will be allowing them to play brilliantly. Eldoret, one of the coldest towns I've ever been to. Despite the sun, I've been forced to have my jacket on, so that is the weather situation here. Still having the final touches before kickoff. You can see the center referee and his assistants getting ready to take on to the pitch. As Sigalagala continues to do their warm-up there. Warm-up is a crucial stage of these matches. Some matches are won I won before kickoff. That is what a number of people will tell you. How we warm up, the body language from the word go are some of the factors that determine how teams play. And if you warm up better, you start better. And maybe that is what Sigalagala are trying to do by ensuring that they remain active all through the match. Looking like one of the toughest or competitive matches coming up if the scoreline at the quarterfinal, at the round of 16 is to go by. But we will be able to see once these teams take onto the pitch. Early on we had the Wareng Opens tournament being played here. Number of interesting comments coming on at the comment section. Keep them coming. Sigalagala getting here, following an impressive run in the Western region. I'll be confirming, but I think they have been able to get a 4-pit in Western region. Eldo Poly also doing well this season in Rift Valley. And one of the things maybe I wanted to mention, we have had that debate. We have had that debate of if teams in Eldoret should fold and form one strong team. Obviously, I've had Eldoret RFC from this region going all the way to Kenya Cup, but they lasted just a season. And in the past, we have had Eldoret. I think they have won the Enterprise Cup before. So that is the history of Eldoret Town. They had UOE, one of the longest serving KRU championship squads, but last season was the end of their run in that second tier. So that has been the debate, that teams in Eldoret should maybe come together and form one strong team and have maybe a team that will represent them in the top tier. One of the regions that has a number of teams. Talk of Eldo Poly. We have had Moi University here, University of Eldoret, among others that have been here. So it is something that maybe the teams can negotiate and decide. But again, if today they do well, they will have a chance of moving closer to the KRU championship. And if they win here, they will only have 80 minutes separating them and the KRU championship. But today they have Sigalagala to deal with here at Eldoret National Polytechnic grounds. If you're just joining us, remember to like, subscribe, share. And comment, and keep the comments coming. We'll be reading some of the comments. Let us know who you think is going to win this clash as Benjamin Brill prepares to raise that kickoff. Kicks it straight to touch, and will be going back to the center for that free kick. Interesting and challenging again. The way you kick off is very important. You can score right from kickoff if you do it perfectly. But again, you can do it wrong and allow the opponents to gain possession, and that is what has happened. Eldo Poly on the right side of your screen, the ones attacking right now. For those asking which side is Eldo Poly, Sigalagala obviously taking from left to right as the ball bounces, troubles Sigalagala, and the hosts already have possession near that 22-meter line, backed by fans and students who are here to watch the Wareng Opens. And that is the beauty of playing closer to, or playing at home, as they claim that line out. Sigalagala trying to hold them high as Kiprotich releases the ball to find Armstrong Milimo, who has started at 10 today. Ball went back, says the referee. Eldo Poly looking to start dominantly. Every hit getting cheers from fans. They are being backed up strongly by the home fans, and that is what you need. Kiprotich plays in his number 8. Call him Hekins Wanjala. Eldo Poly enjoying that to move forward. Elisha Kiprotich plays in Hickins as Sigalagala continue receiving the tackles. Kiprotich complaining the ball was not availed. Now they decide to go wide to play in Ben Masharia. Masharia in contact right now. Kiprotich is there to play Regan Bay as the referee penalizes Sigalagala. Asking them to go 10 meters behind. And Owen Kedera is the one calling for that tee. I remember him some years back, pre-COVID, playing in the Prescott Cup for Vihiga High School. And those days, Kedera used to remove his boot before he kicked. But today, he has his boots on, but misses the opening kick. And we'll have that 22-meter dropout. Owen Kedera, if you check among our older videos or search Owen Kedera, you'll be able to see how interesting he was with those kicks. Benjamin Brill kicks deep into the half. Kedera picks the ball, responds with a kick, tackled. Sigalagala now have possession. Tackle, loses the ball behind forward. And now Kiprotich plays in his number 6, call him Regan Omondi. Kiprotich again with the ball, having forwards at the both sides ready to attack, and that is Idris Atemba now playing in number 12, call him Vince Ogola, as he drives 2 steps ahead. Byron Luyai with a big hit. Wanjala pushes this side into almost that 22. Kiprotich plays in again. Regan Omondi still holding on to possession. Is Eldo Poly community. They have put Sigalagala on the back foot. Referee playing advantage at this point again. And we know advantage in that 22 is always tricky. Eldo Poly knocking, sniffing that line. Ball pass to find Ben Masharia, who dives over. And you can hear the fans cheering. They have not given the visitors breathing space, and they become the first side to take lead in this. "5-0 is the scoreline. This time round, Kedera is sure with this conversion, and the visitors Sigalagala have now questions to answer. 7-0 is the scoreline here. Yes. After that brilliant start by the home side, and it came courtesy of that straight out kick. They keep that possession, they respond with a kick, but it is a straight out. A chance for Sigalagala now to visit that 22. Eldo Poly lead here as Shem Mapudo goes for that line out. They know how important this moment will be for them. A perfect response will be crucial for them as they go for that long throw behind the. But the ball is taken by P61. Beautiful hands by the home side as they kick behind the defense. Ball bounces. A challenging bounce of the ball. Referee playing advantage. You go back to the previous infringement. That is the call by the referee. Alex Tirimba going for that as they decide to run it from their 22. A dummy by the fullback Sigalagala. Still in possession. Tirimba plays in. He's loose head prop. Playing advantage is the referee. They know they have a good kicker in Benjamin Brill. Referee still playing advantage. As Sigalagala now start settling in this match. The fullback joining in speed, plays in. Emmanuel Odinga. Ignatius Olunga into contact. Tirimba is there to release the ball to find his lock. Eliakim Odhiambo. Odhiambo in contact right now. Tirimba plays in Benjamin Brill. Brill with a short ball to find their number 8 Stanley Ocheng. Referee still playing advantage here. Sigalagala looking for that response. They know they still have advantage and it is in the 22. Now they have slowed down. Stanley Ocheng stepping inside. That is the number 8 stepping in, and the referee goes back to the previous infringement. What options will they be going for at this point? Benjamin Brill decides to go for 3. He believes 3 is better than 5. And he was their man of the match last weekend, the previous weekend, that is a fortnight ago, in the round of 16, drilling in beautiful kicks and backing up with that try. And he adds 3 points to the scoreline. Or he puts 3 points on the scoreline. And now it is 5-3, 5-7, 4 points separating these two sides. Keep the comments coming. Let us know where you're watching this from. And what are your predictions in this encounter? Stanley Ocheng goes high in the air to claim that possession. He has been one of the players that have driven Sigalagala forward, and Wanjala tries that cross kick, but he gives it direct to the opponent. I think cross kicks should be well timed, or at some point maybe they can be dangerous. Owen Kedera picks possession following that kick. He kicks behind the defense. Now Sigalagala with possession. They respond with a kick. Now it's a foot race in the try line, and almost gaining something from that. Almost gaining something from that, but they have that try-meter dropout picked by Sigalagala fullback. Plays in Benjamin Brill. Brill with a switch in play, but they end up to the same side. Stanley Ocheng in possession there. They enter that 22. Quick pass by Tirimba. More numbers on the outside. But there was a delay in the pass, and the scrum of the open side winger, who is a diminutive figure, is held high. They lose possession. Rampol Stilk says his prediction is Eldo 21, Sigalagala 3. Sean James says his prediction is 30-12. Those are some of the predictions coming on that comment section as Kiprotich goes for that scrum feed. Kiprotich releases Wanjala. Wanjala kicks behind the defense. Goes for a kick behind the defense. Another kick behind the defense with that darting run. Referee calls the captains. Maybe David says he's watching from the Somalia-Kenya border. Sean James says Sigalagala have very good passes in the back line. So those are some of the comments as Benjamin Brill decides to take 3 points. We saw last weekend that having a better kicker can decide how your matches end. He had direction, but not enough power as he misses that kick. Sigalagala big tackle there on Webster Kidaha as the referee penalizes the host and a yellow card is dished out. Not a good time to get a yellow card. Regan Bay stepping out for 10 minutes following that yellow card. Sigalagala, no, they have an extra man. They have gone for a scrum. Alex Tirimba with that scrum feed. Armstrong Milimo. Derek Kaluhana goes into contact. Referee spots an infringement, but we go back to the initial infringement where we are going to have a scrum. A scrum for Sigalagala once again. Benjamin Brill lining up with the likes of Emmanuel Odinga, Webster Kidaha, Morris Muleshe, Kashmir Indonyi. And now they play in Morris Muleshe. Ocheng in contact there. More bodies lined up waiting for possession. Not the best deliveries, but Kaluhana was sure with it. The host, Eldo Poli, a man down, trying to have those tackles that drive their hosts meters behind, and they have gotten a turnover. And you can see the back three realigning quickly. Well claimed by Kashmir Indonyi. Plays in Morris Muleshe with a big carry. Muleshe plays in his open side winger. Emmanuel Odinga, but the referee says left side winger. Emmanuel Odinga, but the referee says he stepped out of play. Sigalagala had just made use of that extra man advantage, but it was a beautiful play by Morris Muleshe at number 13. Line out stolen. A chance for them to make the extra man advantage count. They play on the outside. Indonyi. The referee spots a knock on, and Eldo Poly community will be happy with the proceedings here, as they are 7 or 4 points up in this encounter, but with a man down. A scrum as he goes for that kick, but it will mean Sigalagala stays in that half. Line out for them. As changes are made, Indonyi steps out. Indonyi steps out. A change in the midfield as Kidaha shifts to the wing. Ball claim, Tirimba to Sigalagala now should score from this. Dives over for a try. Look at the celebrations there. Samuel Juma knew that his defenders or his markers wouldn't be sure who to mark, being a 2v1. And he cut inside and dived over, giving his side a 1-point lead with a conversion to come. Surely they have worked hard for that try and they get it before the numbers change as Brill drills in 2 more points. Now it is Sigalagala leading 10-7 here at Eldo Poly. Fans on the touchline enjoying this and trying to push the home side. They go into the air. A touchdown taken by Morris Muleshe now. They go to the outside. That is Sigalagala still in possession. Alex Tirimba chooses to kick behind the defense. And the chasing lines. But now they go back, following that, straight out. Alex Tirimba had thought of pinning them deeper in their own half, but his kick did not go as planned. Scrum for the home side. Eldo Poly community. Elisha Kiprotich with the ball in hand, feeding that scrum. Plays in Vince Ogola. And Sigalagala get a loose ball. A racing by Sigalagala. But they managed to secure that ball. Is Eldo Poly. But they are deep in their half. Which option do they go for it? They decide to set platform as their players are still realigning. The referee calls for a penalty. as Regan Bay steps back on the pitch after serving 10 minutes in the bin. Armstrong Milimo kicks to touch for a line out. As they get to that half, a chance to play in that half after minutes of not holding onto possession and being a one-man down. Now they are back to full complement. Line out stolen by Sigalagala. It should be the second one as Tirimba goes for a box kick. Box kick troubles Owen Kadera, but he claims it. Races. Penalty for Sigalagala. He goes for consultations as Benjamin Brill moves closer to the ball. Consultation in the Tirimba, looking at the meters. Tirimba advising him that the corner was the best. Brill wanted to go for points. Tirimba has chosen a scrum. I think he feels maybe the meters are a bit far for Brill's reach. Obvious, Benjamin Brill and Karon Aresi being one of the top performers in the round of 16 that was a fortnight ago, carrying their teams. Juma stepping in that first receiver position. He is skipped by that pass taken by the fullback who kicks, the open side wing who kicks to find Juma. Juma plays a kick that is taken by Omolo. A box kick by Kiprotich. Elisha bounces out of play. We go back to the infringement. Head of kicker. And Sigalagala get a penalty in that spot. This time round, Brill points at the hedge, meaning he's going for 3 points. The first one that he missed, he had direction but failed to have enough power. Let's see if he'll be getting it right this time round. This time round, he doesn't get direction as Aresi raises the ball to the touchline. And he'll be having a line out for Sigalagala. Apudo with the ball. Shem Apudo with the ball in hand, seeking to go for that line out, and they claim it cleanly. Now it's Mleshi. Benjamin Brill plays in Juma. Juma Ocheng, he's a number 8 who knows how to sidestep. They play in their tight head prop, who has a good carry. Brill plays in Mleshe. Mleshe with an offload to find their open side winger. Sigalagala plays in Ocheng. They are still sniffing that 22. Apudo into contact, he's isolated. A turnover, but the referee goes back to the infringement. This one, I think Brill will be going for 3 points quickly. They want to keep the score ticking. They started strongly. It was the hosts who started strongly, but now they trail by 3 points here with this penalty set to change the scoreline, and it does. They move to 13 points now, 6 points separating these two sides. Sigalagala lead 13-7 here. Eldo Poly community have to find an answer to the questions that they have raised since that brilliant start. They have fallen, and it is that man Omondi Regan who claims possession. A chance for them to run rampant, and that is what is happening here. They playing Aresi. Aresi is held high. Taken out of play. Keep the predictions coming. Sigalagala lead here. As we have medical break. He's up, ready for that line out. Apudo with the throw. Knocked on. Afrin Fadi says full time it will be Sigalagala 29-13. He calls them petrol diesel. I don't know what he means by that, as an 8-man pick. The hosts holding on to possession, dragging themselves to that try line. They want to lead at halftime, and they dive over. Referee says it is held up, but he was playing advantage. They decide to tap it. Still playing advantage. Basil Simiyu was the man who quickly tapped. Referee tells Sigalagala to go 10 meters. Mika Adoyo. Mika Adoyo calling for a scrum. And that is the decision that they have decided to go with. They know if they score and convert, they will head to the break leading here. Kiprotich with that scrum feed, an offload to find. Vince Ogola. Still realigning themselves is Eldo Poly community. The scrum of Kiprotich weighing where to play. He plays in Vince Ogola on the outside. Aresi dives over. Aresi dives over for the second try for Eldo Poly community. The scoreline is 12-13 with a conversion to come. Lining up for that kick is Owen Kedera. Told you he had a beautiful way of converting those kicks while in high school. First he used to remove his boot, and if you can search on this YouTube channel you'll be able to see him. Good kick but misses the post, and we have a point separating these two sides. 13-12. It means we are going to have competitive final minutes of this encounter. Coach animated following that, conceding by and that was the last play of this opening half. We will be back with the second half. Keep the comments coming. Maybe I just check some of the comments on the comment section. Giddy Gans advising that they should take points. Jeff Smart says their defense, the Sigalagala defense, is not on point. Keep the comments coming. And if you wish to support, you can check the pinned messages. Halftime break here at Eldo Poly. Time for halftime talks. That will be 10 minutes. We'll be back with the second half.
Inakuaje? Uko smooth? Gani? Naazumini sana. Uko kuzumini. Unazumini. Sawa, nimesikia.
Kuna kwa scrum kabisa, tunaona kabisa scrum. Do this, hapo una zoom out. Boli kidogo iko hapa. Kwa left side. Ndio, ikiwa usishtuke, unaona, usishtuke hivyo unaelewa. So, huwa space ya huko baki na kama few meters like yani you can see this. Na number 10 na 11. Number 10 na 12. Hivyo ndio unaona. Ndio ni kati road futa.
Liati.
Ama huyu anataka kuuza tactics. Huyu anauza tactics. So je ikiwa wide pia
hata waongee vibaya hapo comment section.
Unajua huko at least for better. Unajua huko mambo si kama huko kwingine.
Aibamba iko smooth.
Iko smooth. Sio safi.
Plural ni dunia nyingine bwana. Huko wajani West Kenya, huko ni West Kenya. Wakati wa Uganda.
Siongee mbaya,
Naliki ilikataa.
Huko hamna msitu ndio maana. Ungekuwa na msitu mngekuwa mnateseka.
Kama Saliki imekataa vile je tumechoka na wewe. Kama kamera hizo ni na upepo bwana.
I've seen the worst. So, ini naona mpaka ndani mpaka kuka tunajua. Naona kabla mbona hizo 15 minutes zinaishanga haraka tukiandika report kama vipi?
junction.
Wewe utaruka tu hapa, kunaje ushukie huko tena.
Nitarudi huko. Huko ndani nipanda juu ya hilo kwanza.
Bora silikwenda kusoma na maji moto. Kiboost. Ilichoto.
Hapa tuko vile sisi bila maji nje kabisa. This goes to remind me of Raila sitting lakini pia playing good game. Ile kuzao wanafuatwa Buda. Hao ndio wanataka kuna pale penalty kama
Kirwa. Alienda.
wanatembea excess. Kwanza nikakuta pale attacking yao, nikakuta hiyo tutafikisha yenye moja mbele alafu wote na kusiana. Hizo wameshikana hivi. Hao na kupatia space mimi hao wote wasoja pia haraka bila. Bana aje ni kwa hiyo watu kwa hiyo rafu wa naona mpaka na madiria na dogo huko kwa taka ndio wapi nani? John Mark ameingia hapa bado.
We are on to the second half. We are on to the second half. Responding with a kick, Juma claims that ball and he chases, very keen with that tackle, well-timed tackle. The important bit of the second half is here. Maybe what happened in the first half will not matter if they don't do well here, as this Sigalagala pass goes outside the pitch. Line out for Sigalagala. Taken. Tirimba plays in. Brill. It's a high tackle. Referee spots that one. Penalizes. He nearly dished out the wrong card, and that is a yellow card. Going down once again to one man less. They have been unlucky with cards today. Atemba being sent off for 10 minutes. As Sigalagala make changes, it's Victor Jallo stepping out. As Brian Mwikali steps in. Changes in the front row following that yellow card. Keep the comments coming and give your predictions. This is the second half. I was saying the first half might not matter if either of these teams fails to do well in the second half. And they decide to tap. Driven few meters behind, they decide to kick behind the defense. Kicks directly to the hands of that number 8, who gains all the ground. They go back to the previous infringement. And what decision will they take this time round? Owen Kedera with the ball in hand. They know they have a man down. Eldo Poli. They have gone for a scrum just outside the 22. As they hope to enter that 22. (13-12) is the scoreline if you're just joining us. And they are into that 22 once again, despite being a man down. Owen Kedera, they go to the outside. They have been rampant whenever they get to that 22. And that is what they want to do, or milk a penalty. They know only 1 point as Vince Ogola tries to offload that ball. And it's a penalty. Referee consulting to know if there was an intentional tap. He goes to the pocket, dishes out a yellow card, and it's 14-14. And they have a penalty try. What a turn of events here. A penalty try. Now they lead here, the home side. Both teams down to 14. The visitors not happy with how it panned out. (13-13) is the scoreline here, following that penalty try. Obviously, Sigalagala not happy with how that panned out. They believe it was an off-shoulder and not an intentional tap. And now they have work to do here. Overthrow. A scrum for Sigalagala following that fumble by both sides. A chance maybe to find a perfect response or an early response. A free kick. Ucheng goes into contact. Big task for them. They are now 6 points behind. A gap which they held on at some point before that halftime break. Now they are in a need to change the scoreline as Juma, the scorer of the opening try, passes to his marker who was already almost to the touchline. But the referee goes back to the previous infringement and he lifts his hand high, penalizing them for being offside. And it is the mistake that they have done all through the match, failing to realign quickly. And now they are caught again. Benjamin Brill seeking to cut the gap by 3 points. He knows how crucial those points would be for his side. It's just to keep the scoreboard ticking. His kick goes out. Sigalagala get possession back. Muleshi with the ball in hand. Referee says the ball went back. The fans not happy with that decision as Alex Tirimba passes to Benjamin Brill, who knocks it on. Things now going the Eldo Poly way. They'll be happy with the proceedings. They'll be happy with where the lineout is. They are not even in the hurry. As the ball is thrown out of play again, and we'll have some minutes wasted. Keep the comments coming, and just to remind you to watch the Forever Champions documentary on Scrummage Rugby TV. It's one of the pin videos there. Forever Champions, how Cabras prepared for that forfeit. Scrum half goes for that sniping run. He's arrested at the fly half. Plays in Vince to Aresi to Kedera. Kedera races on through, but he's bundled out of play. Referee, he manages to offload the ball inside, and it's now Muleshi with the possession for Sigalagala. Alex Tirimba preparing to go for a box kick, and that is what he goes for. Taken by that man. A tackle without the ball. The adrenaline rush, maybe going for an intercept would have been better. They go for consultations to the referee, to the assistant referee, I mean. Was reminding you of watching the Forever Champions documentary, how Cabras moved or prepared for the forfeit. Beautiful insights in that documentary that we followed the Cabra's journey last season. So after this match, it is something that you can follow up and watch. And just to remind you, if you have a rugby team and you're looking for water bottles, squeezable water bottles, you are looking for rugby balls, football, hockey sticks, and many other sports equipment, just visit AA Sports. Muleshi with the ball, plays in Juma. Juma on the outside, plays in his winger. Tackles flying here. Tirimba plays in the fly off. They go into contact. He meets his match. Apudo, Shem Apudo with the ball, loses the ball in contact. Sigalagala not in. In the display they will have loved, but things not going their way. A man down as they work to realign that number 8 with a big carry. Scrum half running across, offloads to find Vince Ogola. Vince Ogola cuts inside, offloads. The pass went behind. Vince Ogola again, breaks on the outside, offloads. Eldo Poli on the rampant here. Pushing now. Sigalagala back to that 22. They are back to a complement of 15. Sigalagala still have a man outside for almost 2 minutes. A break. And they score under the posts. The fans cheer. Sigalagala seem to have lost concentration here. And Brydon Luyai gets that offload. The moment they got back to the full complement of 15, he scores a try under the post. And should Owen Kedera score that conversion, Sigalagala will have a mountain to climb here. They headed to the second half leading 13-12. Considered a penalty try. And now Sigalagala open the home side. Eldo Poly community stretch the lead to 26-13. A 13-point gap separating these two sides. How will Sigalagala respond to this? They are the only ones that can show us. They know they need a perfect response here. Since that penalty try, a lot of things have not gone their way, but they now need to make it right. Here at Eldo Poly, they claim possession. Alex Tirimba, more numbers on the outside. They decide to go into contact. Tirimba again with that ball, plays on the outside. That is the fly half. Offload on the outside. Sigalagala hold on to possession. Nearly lost that ball. They know they have to score next. On the outside, Ball goes behind. The man on the open wing now running across. That is Webster Kidaha. They have to make anything work here. 13 points is the gap. And they get a chance. Tirimba, there's over. Scoring that try that they needed. They needed to score next to be back in this match. That is exactly what they have done through Alex Tirimba. No, maybe they would have wanted, but they have a try. And now they'll be hoping for that conversion to go right. 18 points to 26. That is the scoreline here at Eldo Poly. They know they have to get that conversion right, and they have to also score next. They convert, and now they move to 20 points. Now 6 points separating these two sides. We have a match to play here. Keep subscribing, keep liking, and keep commenting, and invite friends to enjoy this encounter. We anticipated this, and that is why it is live on Scrummage Africa TV. Keep subscribing, keep commenting. With the weather in Eldoret allowing us to have a perfect rugby match. Obvious temperatures rising here. A line out for the home side, Eldo Poly community. This second half, they have made the line out perfect. And that score of the try uses the ball forward. Sigalagala now with possession. They get a number of people napping on the outside. Sigalagala now have a chance to enter that 22. The referee says the rack is clean there, but they managed to hold on to possession. A number of guys offside. Referee has not seen that, but play goes on. Sigalagala with the darting run there. Juma, the scorer of the first try for Sigalagala. More numbers on the outside. A kick behind the defense. Sigalagala lose the ball forward, but it is in Eldo Poly community zone. Consultations there. Line out. For Eldo Poly community, a man is down as they call themselves to that meeting. Not that meeting that you are used to under the post whenever the team concedes. This is a meeting before that line out. And just to let you know that Eldo Poly community go to this stage after beating KCA University 30-24 at this venue, while Sigalagala got a 33-3 win over two Marines. They know they are on the road. They know everything must go their way perfectly, or else It is going to be difficult. A man down, being attended to. I wish we didn't have this break because it's breaking the momentum. I wish we didn't have this break. Maybe it is breaking the momentum. We were having a seesaw encounter, and that is what we love as fans. But now, being a medical break, just to remind you that you can watch that documentary on Forever Champions, where we followed Cabra's journey. 2 episodes. We have the semi-final episode, and we have the final episode. That is last season. This season they made history last weekend. That was also live on Scrummage Africa, when they made history, winning a 5 feet for the first time in 42 years. They did that last weekend. So keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, and you can also support this live stream via the pinned numbers. Hope the break won't break the momentum. Maybe I can take the chance to check the comment section, what the fans are saying on the comment section. Obviously, the comment section is always interesting. Banter. Sometimes you throw their abuses. Sometimes you throw their jokes. So that is the beauty of the comment section. But we need to get your comments on this match so far. Let us know where you are following this from. A long break, medical break. I can also pick that the assistant referees want a clear touchline. And such long breaks are detrimental to the playing teams. You see, once there's that adrenaline rush, the body is willing to go extra miles. Rampol says this season the rift has been hot. Kabrak and Poli must ride. Nyadhi Morgan says kudos to the sides, very minimal handling errors. Fadi says the game is dangerous. Rotich Kasa says the offsides will make them lose in the championship. I don't know which side he's talking about. Fadi says Siga, they are going to compete in the championship next year. Western Nationwide is going to be on the depth. Kedera, they decide to run from their own zone. Kedera cutting inside, leaving 2 for dead. Eldo Poli knock it on at a very crucial point, an offload to Shema Pudo. A chance for Sigalagala now to turn it around. They play in their lock as the referee continues to play advantage. A switching play to Steve Ocheng, who is isolated. Tirimba quickly arrives there. Referee allows play to go on. Juma covering that rack. They are driven meters back. Tirimba plays in his fly off. They keep on knocking. An offload to Apudo. But we go back to that penalty. They decide to tap it and go. Wesa dives over for a try. And Sigalagala are back in this match. Wesa quickly tapping the ball. Finding his markers. Not keen. Dives over for a try for Sigalagala. And it's a point separating these two sides with a conversion to come. A chance to give them the lead, and he does it perfectly. Now, I told you it is a seesaw encounter. And now it is Sigalagala back in the lead. A point separating these two sides. Keep the comments coming. Keep subscribing. Keep liking. Keep sharing this live stream. What a match we have here. Hayamba Angila says, one last try and 2 penalties. A straight out from kickoff. Hannington Omulo says Siga to win. A scrum at the center of the pitch. What a match we have had here, as we anticipated that it is going to be a top encounter. That is why we brought it live here on Scrummage. And as it stands, anyone can win this. Tirimba boots it behind that space. Kedera is there to pick it. He responds with a kick. but it is a straight out kick. We have a line out for Sigalagala. Pudo. Big carry there as they look for that pocket space behind the defense. Ball bounces, but Juma is there. They are driven few meters behind, but the referee had spotted an offside. They quickly tap, kick behind the defense. Fumbling with the possession, but they keep it. That is Eldo Poli. Driven meters into their own. As Sigalagala milk another penalty. They'll be happy with how it has now turned out for them. They choose a scrum. And offload into contact. Sigalagala still in possession. They knock it forward, and the host will have a scrum. Eldo Poli now need to exit their own zone. They also need to get some points, but they shouldn't also be worried. Maybe they just need to be patient because it's just a point separating these two sides. And up to this point, a scrum feed for Eldo Poli community. A scrum penalty for Sigalagala. They are looking at the post already. They give Benjamin Brill that task of delivering 3 points. But Benjamin Brill has meters to deal with. Just outside the 10-meter mark after the halfway line. He has delivered in the past, and they are looking up to him to deliver extra 3 points. He has had 2 misses today. He misses the third one. Ball kicked. Plays into Mweshe, who sets a dummy to Juma. Juma gains several meters. Sigalagala still in possession. Big carry there by the substitute tight head prop. Put Wesa, the scorer of that try, into contact. They still They have an advantage. Benjamin Brill, not the best passes to Juma. Juma rotates, comes back to play. Benjamin Brill plays in Ocheng, who receives a heavy tackle. They decide to go on the outside. Juma with a grabber kick behind the defense. And we go back to that infringement. A point still separating these two sides. What decision do they go for? Benjamin Brill has called for the ball, meaning we are going for 3 points. He has not had best kicks today. Only 2 going in today. Unlike a fortnight ago where he missed only 1 kick. Today, he misses again. Seems he left his kicking boots at home. They should be 6 points ahead right now, or 7 points ahead right now, which is a bit safer for them. But right now, they're still in danger. Referee going back to that infringement, and fans cannot understand why. We are going back to that spot. Fans agitated, but just a point separating these two sides. Scrum for Sigalagala. They'll be happy to be where they are right now. Juma lining up as the first receiver. He scored in the first half. Juma is the first receiver, plays in the fly-off, who kicks behind the defense. But the referee penalizes them. And now, ball bounces back to play. Juma gaining several meters. Sigalagala fighting hard to keep the possession. Isolated, rack covered. Benjamin Brill kicks behind the defense, but it is a straight out. And now we have a line out on that halfway line. What a contest here as Mika goes for that throw in. They decide to kick behind the defense. Juma telling his markers to relax, and he responds with a kick behind the defense. Bounces to find Aresi. Aresi responds with a kick. And Eldo happy with that knock on. They managed to keep possession. Mika calling for it. Advantage over, that is what the referee says. Sigalagala working hard to ensure that Eldo does not get in their zone. Heavy carry by the tight head prop as the scrum half passes to the person outside the pitch. Both teams have had their best moment. They have had their worst moment in this match. And it has been a thriller up to this point as Apudo lines up for that throw taken by Sigalagala. Maybe going by the words of their former coach, Alan Kasiti, who is now the new Kisumu RFC assistant coach. He says, you control possession and you control the match. And that is what Sigalagala might be needed to do. They know they have to play in the right territory. Only a point separating them, meaning a penalty is enough to make difference in this match. A man being attended to following that bundling out of play. And I take the opportunity to remind you of the Forever Champions documentary, which is right here on the Scrummage TV, one of the pinned or featured videos. You can be able to follow how champions have been able to prepare for their run. 54 matches unbeaten is what Cabras have had, and you can be able to follow that documentary live on Scrummage. Also to remind you, if you are in need of sports equipment, remember to visit AS Sports on all social media platforms. Squeezable bottles, rugby balls, and many others are available for AS Sports, and sports kits taken by by Alex Tirimba, who kicks behind the defense. Rushing for the ball is Owen Kidera. A high tackle spotted there by Tirimba. They know they have to exit that 22. We are into final minutes of this encounter. A line out in their own half. And the ball being brought without hurry. Line out well claimed. Since they made their substitutions, they have had good line outs. All the success rate has improved. They decide to kick behind the defense. Kidaha Webster is there. kick by Kidaha, charge down, Owen Kidaha, charge down, and Sigalagala have possession. Tight head props meeting and showing might in this encounter. Referee going back to that advantage. He had spotted a knock-on following that charge down by Kedera. Those moments of the game where a minute feels like an hour for the visitors, Sigalagala, while for Eldo Poly community, they feel like time is not on their side. They'll see minutes as seconds. As Juma, they go to the outside, cuts inside, but loses possession. He leaves a man down. They have wasted chances also in this encounter, missing 2 penalties, also failing on scoring opportunities such as this one. And it's crucial. They know the task ahead of them. They have to protect the 1-point lead, while for the hosts, they have to get at least 3 points in this encounter. That is where we are to this point. Sigalagala conceding a penalty in that scrum. Another pass not going the Eldo Poly way. And Sigalagala now have proceeded to the semi-final. End of road for Eldo Poly community. At some point, they were 26-13 up. 13 points separating them and Sigalagala. It seemed like it was going to be a mountain to climb for Sigalagala. But Sigalagala put their heads down, worked hard, got 2 crucial tries. Despite 2 late misses by Benjamin Brill from the penalties, Sigalagala have managed to hold on that 1 point. They will be having going back to Kakamega today in song and dance. Maybe they'll be listening to Moyo kwa Kenya, or maybe any other beautiful Luya song as they travel back to Kakamega. They can now sniff the KRU championship, the elusive KRU championship. For the last few seasons that they have been champions in Western region, their journey has fallen short. Last year, them being banned or being eliminated, with the case being that they fielded an eligible player. That is the beauty of sport, that you can always go back and start again. And that is what they did. They went back to the pre-season. They have played several tournaments. They have really waited. And now They are 80 minutes away from the KRU Championship. 1 week to work hard. Eldo Poly community can't believe their eyes. They really put in the shift. They scored 2 crucial tries at some point, but things did not go their way. It is Sigalagala who live here after standing tall. Full-time scores 27-26, with Sigalagala being the winners here. They are now that close. Sigalagala Pirates are that close. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our time from Scrummage Africa TV. Thank you for tuning in from the opening minute up to this point. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And you can also support via the numbers pinned in the comment section. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next weekend, goodbye for now.
I sleep like this.
So ni end.